Hey guys, so I am back today with, as you can tell by the title of this video, it is called a monthly favorites video. Now if you are on YouTube at all, you might have seen this. This is literally one of the favorite videos that I love to watch on YouTube. Basically it's just the products that you're loving for that month. It can be, you know, whether it's beauty, it could be food, it could be, you know, books, movies, TV, anything like that. I've got a little of a variety here, so hopefully you will enjoy this. Sorry if the lighting sort of fluctuates. I'm using natural light out the window, so I might change a little bit of color. But yes, and also if you stay tuned towards the end, I have a little small haul for you guys from a store. One is from a store and then one was a gift, so I just want to share that with you guys. So I'm just going to jump right into it. So if you have been to my house or been around me probably at all, you've probably heard me talk about this video or this movie. I love this movie. I'm not exactly sure why I love it so much, but I just do, and it is Divergent. Now, I know this is pretty old. I mean, I guess if you want to say that, it came out last year and the second one's already out on DVD. I do like the second one, which is called Insurgent, but to me, it cannot top the first one. I just love this one, and I'm trying to read the third book, which is called Allegiant. It's the series by Veronica Roth. So I'm trying to read it. It's pretty thick. I guess it's not the thickest book in the world, but it's pretty thick. So I'm going to try and get through with this before the next movie comes out, because I tried with the other two books, but I started reading them too close to when the movie was coming out, and I was just like, forget it. I just want to watch the movie, and then I never got back around to reading Divergent or Insurgent. So hopefully I will finish Allegiant. I'm liking it so far. So, that has sort of been a favorite for the month. Also just kind of like an update, I guess, not really a favorite. Sorry, I have this annoying habit of touching my hair all the time. Okay, so moving on to more sort of body products. The first one is the Queen Helene Mint Julep Mask. Now this is something that you can get at like Walgreens or Sally Beauty Supply. Occasionally you can find it at Walmart or Target. They did change the packaging. It used to be in a squeeze tube, and now it's in a pot, which isn't the most hygienic, but as long as you wash your little hands before you dive in there. And mine are clean, but it just looks like a big green puddle putty, I don't know. But it's basically just a clay mask. You're going to leave it on until it dries. That's the, I don't know if you get that little sort of consistency there. And it will turn a darker green as it's drying. This mask is technically for oily, acne-prone skin, and I have, if you know me at all, I have very, very dry skin, which is super annoying. And the Texas weather does not help it out whatsoever. I have actually spent literally the last probably 7 years searching for products to help my skin, and I feel like I finally have a good regiment going, if that's the right word, regiment. But I feel like I finally have really good products that is helping my skin. They're inexpensive, so if you guys are interested in that, let me know and I can do a video about that. But literally, you can ask my husband, you can ask my best friend. I have tried so many products to try and help my skin to keep it from drying out, and I think I have some pretty good products. If you guys are interested, let me know. But this really just does a good job of pulling out all the gunk from your pores, and especially if you wear makeup every day, you really need to do like a deep clean, because your everyday, you know, products aren't always going to pull out everything that's, I mean, this doesn't pull out everything, but it does a really good job. Your skin just feels so good and clean afterwards. So even though I have dry skin, I just don't do it too often, but I do have to do it every once in a while, because otherwise I just feel like, yeah. Okay, the next one is from The Body Shop, and I love that store. I love that store. I love to walk in and just smell everything, but it can be more on the pricey side for body products. But this is something that I will splurge on just once or twice a year. or ask my husband to get it for me for like Christmas. But it just, oh, I always get the same one. I try to go in the store and try something different, but I just can't talk myself into it because I love it that much. And it is the, it is the Clementine, oh my gosh, body butter. It just smells amazing. It's a really thick consistency. It's super moisturizing. I talked my best friend into trying it, and I think she got the almond and I'm not sure, maybe hazelnut one, and she really liked it. She liked one over the other. I can't remember which one, but she found it super moisturizing as well. Again, a little bit more on the pricey side, but oh, it's a good little splurge item. Okay, next we're moving into hair. I have one hair product here. This is the Kenra Platinum. It is the blow dry spray. Now, I have a lot of products that do almost everything that this does, which is a heat protectant. So if you straighten your hair, if you blow dry your hair, if you curl it, if you have any type of heat on your hair, you should use a heat protectant. It's going to keep it from drying out, protect it from a certain amount of damage. So it's really important that you use some sort of thermal protectant. There's a lot of good ones at the drugstore, but the reason that I wanted to try this one is because it claims to cut your blow drying time in half. I can attest to that it definitely does that for me. I have super thin hair anyways, but even just to help me save that time with the boys, I mean, the boys are always needing something, so even just to cut my blow drying time in half, this definitely helps. So it smells really good, but it is also a leave-in conditioner. Like, it helps get the tangles out, which again, you can get those type of products and the thermal protectant at the drugstore, and I have some really good ones to recommend if you guys are interested. But I have yet to find one at like Target or Walmart that helps cut. If I can slow down, I watch too much Gilmore Girls. If it helps cut my blow drying time in half, I'm definitely interested. Again, on the pricey side, but worth it to me. Okay, and then the next couple of items are makeup related. So this might not interest you, but if you want to stay tuned, I have a haul. So it's just a small haul, but yeah. Okay, the first thing is my Naked palette. Oh, this is the original. This is the first Naked palette to hit the market. I think we're now on the third Naked palette, and they have even a Naked Basics, but it's smaller. But this is by Urban Decay. This is the original, and the reason this has made it to my monthly favorites is because before we moved, which has been about 2 to 3 weeks, or we're going on our end of our third week, I think, since we've been in the house. But before we moved, I'm an early packer, so I started packing super early, and makeup was one of my first things that I packed. But I set a certain makeup aside, and this was one of the ones that I set aside, and I just fell in love with it because I've gotten a lot of palettes since. I've gotten a Lorac Pro, a Too Faced one, so it just kind of got shoved to the back of my drawer. But I have since fell back in love with it. And this first one is more warm toned neutrals. I'm definitely a neutral girl. You will rarely find me with like green or yellow or any type of eyeshadow on my eyes, but this one's more of warm tones. The second one, my sister actually just bought me the Urban Decay 2 palette. I haven't played with it that much, but the second one is more cool tone neutrals if you're interested in that one. The third one is more like rose gold, like rosy colors. That's what my sister bought herself. It's super pretty, but I just more of a neutral girl. So the neutral, or the what am I trying to say? The Naked, what is it called? Nudes Basic? No, Basic palette, I think. It's a smaller palette. It only has like 6 or 7 shadows, but they're all matte, I think, except for one. That's a really good one, I've heard. But I just, I really fell back in love with this one. You can't really tell on camera, but Sin, I've almost hit pan. It's just a beautiful all over the lid or inner corner. I'm actually wearing it all over my lid today. I don't know how well you'll be able to tell, but, and then Virgin, I have a pretty good dip in, which again is a good inner corner highlight or highlight on your brow. and Toasted is one of my other favorites from the palette. So love this palette. Okay, moving right along is my NARS duo here. The main one that I want to talk about in here is Laguna. It is a bronzer. It claims to be a matte bronzer, but I do find that does have a little bit of a sheen to it, but you can tell that it is a very loved bronzer for me. When I repurchase, I will repurchase just the full pan of Laguna. The blush over here is Orgasm. Lovely name, I know. It's lovely to some, probably not some other people, but it is just super shimmery. I do have it on today, but it's not one that I go for all the time, but I just had it out in my makeup bag because I've been using Laguna pretty much non-stop. Again, this thing is pretty pricey. I do have some drugstore options again for you guys if you're interested, but I just had to give this a shout out because again, it's another thing that I just set out for moving purposes and I fell back in love with it. Okay, so moving right along to brows. If you fill in your brows, then we're on the same team. Not everyone does that. Don't mind it. Some people just have fabulous brows, don't need to. I do not. Mine are very sparse. Even though they're thick, there's a lot of sparse places in them. And I have a scar on one, don't remember which one, but I have been using the Brow Pow from the Balm. Now you can get the Balm at Kohl's. I can't remember if you can get it at Sephora. I don't think you can get it at Ulta, but I actually just got it in the color Blonde because it's a pretty universal color and I don't really want to make my brows darker because I currently have my hair dyed red, so I don't want to go any deeper with my brows. So I've been loving this brow powder. It stays pretty much all day. You can set it with a brow gel if you're interested. I don't, but you do have that option. Okay, the last makeup product that I want to talk about is an eyeliner. It's actually from Tarina Tarantino, if I'm pronouncing that right, Tarina Tarantino, and it is in the color Cute Robot. By the way, this is what the mask will look like as it dries. But okay, moving on. So it's in this pretty blue color. I don't know how well it's gonna come off on camera, but I have just been loving this eyeliner. I feel like sometimes black can be too harsh on my little tiny brown eyes. So I have purchased it again. I actually lost this one, so I went on Amazon and purchased another one directly from the Tarina Tarantino seller, but it's in Cute Robot. They did change the packaging, as you can see. It's now in a pink package, but I love this eyeliner. I can tell you it's not smudge proof. Like there's gonna be some transfer. Like if you have sort of like, I have a little bit of hooded lid, so it does have some transfer. If you use a primer, it will help control it, but if you sort of pull at your eye or tug at your eye, you might get a little bit that comes off. So had to mention that because if I don't even wear any makeup and I just want to add a little something, I'll just throw that on with some mascara and go, and I feel like it opens up my little eyes a little bit. So okay, so now moving on to the haul. I just have a couple things. I didn't put everything in here that I got at the store, but I basically on what day was it this week? On Monday, I called my best friend Lindsay, and she's my ride or die chick. I tell you, she's just so funny. But I called her and I was like, oh my gosh, Linz, I said there's a store that opened in Carrollton I really want to go to. Will you go with me? And she's like, yeah, whatever, you know. So it's actually a store called Daiso, and it is a Japanese dollar store. And I know that sounds so random, but if you're a beauty blogger or vlogger, you read blogs or watch any vlogs, you might have heard it mentioned before. So I was really excited because I heard they had like skincare products that were good and makeup that was good. So I really wanted to try it out and go see what all the rage was about. And so Texas opened their first one in Carrollton. So it was hilarious, but we went, and so I got a few random things I just thought I would share with you. I only picked up one makeup item. I was pretty disappointed in the makeup selection, but it's a dollar store, so everything was like $1 to $3. But I mean, how good quality can you really get? But I was more interested in their skincare, which again I was disappointed in because there was not as many options. But this is the one the one makeup item I picked up. It's just a blush, and it is in the color 01. It's pretty chalky, I'll have to say. It's not super pigmented by any means. I mean, I don't even know if it's gonna reflect on camera at all, but it's a pretty pink color, but to me it's just super chalky. I'll give it a go, but I don't know. It's I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it, but again, it was $1.50. I mean, you can't go too wrong with $1.50, right? So we will have to see. I will let you guys know. I had to open it right up once I got home because I wanted to swatch it. I was gonna swatch the one in the store, but it looked super gross because so many people had like touched it, and I don't know. I was just like, no. So yeah. Okay. Then I have, oh, I dropped one. Hold on. Okay. Sorry about that. So I have 3 skincare items. If you, again, know me, you know I am a little obsessed with skincare, so I have far too many masks to even talk about. But I got a couple sheet masks. The first one is aloe. Now, most of the writing on here is in Japanese, so I can't understand too much of it, but it does have the basic, it has ingredients, but I know that aloe is for hydrating your skin, so I got dry skin. I figured this would be a good one to try. The next one is in collagen. Got that. And then the last one is a pack of 2, and this is BB face mask. And it has the hyaluronic acid, if I'm pronouncing that right, not 100% sure. But I know that that is really good for dry skin, helps moisturize. So I got the pack of 2 to try. Last thing is sort of random, but I wanted to get it because I thought it was cute. It is just a little notebook, $1.50. On the inside it just has like the lined pages, and it has number and date. I don't know. But I figured I could use this for like YouTube ideas or just lists, to-do lists, grocery lists, whatever. I just thought it was super cute for $1.50. This is what the back looks like. So yeah. Alright, last but not least, this is a gift that Lindsay gave me. And the reason that I'm showing you on camera is because it's something that I want to film a review on. It is the Nioxin system, and it is the hair care system number 4, which is for thin hair that has been chemically treated. So since I dye it, you know, I had to get a certain one, and number 4 is for fine hair. So if you knew me a couple years ago, I think it was freshman year in college, I was doing a lot with my hair. I had done too many to name on camera, but one of the last things I did was just dye it all black, and big mistake. And the sad thing is I'm kind of wanting to do it again. But anyway, so the person that was doing my hair at the time, just to strip the black off, put bleach all over my hair, and was basically like, tell me when you can't stand it anymore, tell me when you're ready to cry, and I'll take it off. Like, she's like, we have to leave it on as long as we can because we've got to strip all the black off. So it's like, okay, you know, I can do this. I'm not kidding you, I was crying. I was like, take it off now. Like, it did, oh, it was so bad. Like, my hair was falling out, my hair had turned like orange, it was falling out, and it's just never grown back the same. I mean, my scalp was literally like bleeding. It was a bad situation. It never grew back in the same, never felt really the same. But anyways, so it's been thin ever since it happened. I used to have really thick hair, and it's been thin, and that was like forever ago. So Lindsay's finally like, girl, we got to get you something for that hair, okay? So she bought this for me, and it comes with a little system that you're supposed to use. The first one being the shampoo, and I have used this twice now. The second time was today. So this is the shampoo. It comes with a smaller conditioner. And then it also comes with a scalp treatment, like this. And it's like a foam that you pump out, you shake it real good, you pump it out, and then you just put it all over your scalp. So one thing I can tell you, it smells super delicious. It's like mint and I don't know, it reminds me of the little candies that you get from the Olive Garden. That's like the mint and the chocolate. Oh, it smells so good. It feels really good on the scalp. It feels really fresh and clean. Almost like if you've ever used a shampoo with like the tea tree oil, the mint gives it that same effect, cooling on the scalp. So I'm super excited. I've already had people ask me, how do you like it? Can you let me know if it works? So it says that you should see results within 30 days. So I'm definitely interested and excited to know if it does work. I will do a video for you guys and review this product because I'm excited and I really hope it works. I'm ready to get my hair back to, I mean, I don't want a super thick hair, but I just feel like it doesn't always look as healthy as it could because it's just so thin. It just lays there and kind of does nothing, which some of that is still my fault because I do still dye my hair. But yeah, so I will film a video on that. If you want to see more of these videos, let me know. This was my August favorites, so I will probably do a September favorites as well. I'll have a bit of more of a variety, but this month was just crazy because we moved, and with the boys, they've been sick with ear infections, and it's just been hard. That's one of the reasons why you haven't seen a family video, because they have been sick going on 2 or 3 weeks now with teething, and then they got ear infections, and so they're still trying to recover from that. They're still on antibiotics, so it's just been pretty hectic, but I wanted to get a video out for you guys. I didn't want there to be a huge gap. And again, like I said, monthly favorites are one of my favorite things to watch here on YouTube. It kind of, which is bad, but I will go purchase products from videos that I see on here because I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to have that product. But it's also led to a lot of good discoveries for me, one of them being the Kinder Platinum. I saw it on a favorites video and now I love this. Just a lot of different things that I have that I enjoy because of YouTube. But not that I'm telling you to go out and purchase any of these products. They're just recommendations if you're looking for something along those lines. So yeah, I have a video planned with Hunbun. We're going to do a husband-wife tag. I just kind of have to talk him into it. But I already have the questions and everything ready. So we just got to do it on a day. He's not working and super tired. I have that coming. I also am talking Lindsay into doing a video with me. She's my best friend. A lot of you probably know her. She's kind of like, nah, you know, I don't think she really wants to do it. But she will do it because she loves me. So we might do like a best friends tag, or I don't know, there's a couple different challenges that I've saw on YouTube. So yeah, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It probably is totally random for some of you guys. If you're on YouTube, probably not so random. But I hope you guys are having a great day, and I will talk to you guys later.